Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Myself, Anita. I am actually Joint Director, NABL, and since the beginning itself, I am associated with PTP and RMP activities. And my association with NABL is since last 10 years. And as far as this accreditation is concerned, I would like to appreciate Chinmera that they have come up very well with for the PTP activities. In fact, they have chosen a scheme which was very unique in nature, and they could produce. I mean, they could prove themselves that yes, this is also a, because initially when we have received the application, we were also having few like doubts were there whether this scheme will work or not, whether the scheme is required or not. But as far as NABL, this 15189 standard is concerned, the requirement of EQUAS is very much there, existing there in 15189, and Chinmera has started a scheme, PT scheme with a unique metrics, with a unique, I mean, it's very rarely available PT scheme is there. I think so you are the only available PT provider for the area you are providing, right? Or I
Through
don't,
innovation, we are the only
yeah,
one. But we
I
have a
don't
lot of
think,
support from
yeah.
global
So
fraternity.
that's great, sir. Okay, and when I have been given the opportunity, so as a formal process, I have to talk about the NABL. Because what is NABL and what is the role of NABL in the application? That is the formality. I have to do that. So NABL is an accreditation body, and NABL is maintaining its system as per. We are also maintaining the system as per one standard. Like we are granting accreditation to PTP as per 17043 standard. So NABL is maintaining its system as per 17011 standard, and we are providing accreditation to testing, calibration, medical, PT providers, and reference material producers. So, what is accreditation is actually a third party attestation which is related to conformity assessment body. Conformity assessment bodies are nothing but they are testing, calibration, PTPs, and RMPs only. So, NABL is providing accreditation to CAPS. And when we are talking about the NABL, we have to tell about the role of accreditation body. What is the role of NABL? NABL is for interested parties to know that conformity assessment bodies are competent to perform their tasks. So we ensure that the laboratories are competent, PT providers are competent as per the prescribed standard, and we grant them accreditation. There is a third party assessment process is there. We are having a set pool of assessors in which Dr. Hando is also there, and they used to do the assessment from behalf of NABL, and we ensure that whatever laboratories PT provider we are granting accreditation, they are ensuring the we are ensuring the competency. And as far as NABL background is concerned, NABL is a board under Quality Council of India, and we are an autonomous body. Now, benefits of, if you will say that where is the requirement of EQUAS is mentioned in 15189. So you all are aware that 15189, it clearly says that laboratory shall participate in interlaboratory programs such as EQUAS, appropriate to the examination and interpretation of examination results. So 15189 has clearly stipulated what is the requirement of EQUAS, and laboratory has to participate in the EQUAS for that matter is concerned. So, as far as clinical laboratories is concerned, you all are aware that public health, it depends on the provision of high quality clinical laboratory testing services. How we ensure that the laboratories are providing high quality clinical services? It could be done by PT. PT is one of the way. PT provide the reassurance for the laboratory that its results accurately represent true patient values and offer the objective evidence of laboratory competence for regulatory agencies and accredited organization. So this is how we are ensuring through participation in PT that laboratories who is doing the testing for us, who is for quality clinical parameters for doing the testing is competent enough. Other than that, we are having many benefits of accreditation of many benefits of participation in PT. PT is actually an opportunity to demonstrate and measure ongoing competency. It provides education, training to the testing personnel. It evaluates the analytical process also. PT is very much important. And so importance of PT, I think all the speaker will also talk about the importance of PT in the clinical field or pathology fields. I'll not talk much on that area. But as far as this limitations of the PTs are concerned, like PTs are available, but then there are few things that I would like to point out regarding the technical challenges in the PT. There could be 4 type of challenges could be there in the PT, like PT sample unavailability. So you are doing a PT for one particular area, but then in the same area, PT is not available. So I would like to mention here that Chinmira has started a PT scheme in a very unique area. So that type of initiative will always uh, bridge the gap of the unavailability of PT. So same way, but then cost is also one of the issue. But yes, if it is available in India, if we will compare the availability of PT cost in India and abroad, then automatically we'll come to know that cost in India is very much less. So administrative challenges could be met with this process. And what else to tell about the PT? You see, PT is important, and we have to participate. Laboratory should participate in PT to demonstrate the competency. So that's all about the PT and importance. I can tell you, and let us hear from the other speakers about the PT. Thank you.